Alright, we are live. We're just going to wait a couple seconds so it pops down that we're doing a live.
Nice.
With LowTemp!
How's it going?
Finally, so Colorado meets Colorado in Vegas, right?
We're here.
Cliff Haney.
Yeah, that's it.
You are director of marketing?
Yeah, marketing director.
Director of marketing. See, I didn't even. Sorry, guys. That's how prepared I am. I didn't look it up. I just guessed. No, we're fine.
It's all
I'm paying
good.
attention.
I do a little bit of everything.
You have to live under a freaking rock if you don't know who LowTemp is by now. Pretty sure you guys have doubled your followers in like 2 years.
It's crazy. We got about 90,000
I
now.
know you do.
That's all
I'm
thanks to Scott.
watching.
That's Scott. You know, he does all of our
Scott
content.
kills it, okay? That's Boro Vision on Instagram. All right,
Yep.
so LowTemp, personal friends, but they didn't tell me shit about what they're putting out.
We got a lot of new stuff to share.
Really bad. And they were like, I love the way that Levi is very like, hey, we want to wait until it's ready to tell you about it.
With it.
And I appreciate that about him because he doesn't ever want to look bad, and I'm also one of those. So like, what's up, Levi? Okay, so tell me, what do you have new that I couldn't see until I got here?
So it's a big year for us. There's a lot of new products. We got a lot of excitement going around. Super stoked to unveil the concentrate dispenser. This is the newest edition. We'll want to get eyes on this one.
We're going to sneak in over here.
Basically, this is a concentrate dispenser for gramming out your products. So you can put any kind of concentrate in here as long as it's not a dry crumble-like texture. Doesn't apply any heat. It's got a scale that has machine learning capabilities that tie back into the HMI. So for every dispense that you do, you're going to get a more accurate dispense. We've got a few different modes. This mode we're in right now is called precision mode. So I place my jar on the scale.
Measure.
Yep, it tears that weight, and then it dispenses and chops that off, and you've got the perfect gram every time.
Is this honey?
This is honey. Yeah, we needed something that really represented, you know, any kind of concentrate. We added some sugar, so this is kind of mimicking a jam.
But also wellness, like you can do wellness shots of honey before. Okay, so tell us again. So this tears every single jar because we all know there's a slight variation.
Exactly, in all
tears
jars.
Every single jar.
But we can also do it in a mode that we call beast mode. So that's where if we want to, you know, bypass the scale, once we get this dialed in for the density of that concentrate, I can add a foot pedal here like it's showing right now, and that's how I can achieve up to 1,200 grams per hour in dispensing capability.
1,200 grams.
Up to 1,200 grams if you're bypassing the scale. If you want to use the scale, you can do roughly about 500 to 600.
How accurate is the volumetric dosing mechanism?
So, you know,
over time.
Yeah, over time. So we've got a spec sheet here that kind of breaks down what we're calling our accuracy, which is plus or minus 2.5%. And we can gram out anywhere from 0.5 up to 8 grams. But you can also do more. It's just not going to be as accurate of a dose. And it seems most people are wanting
Beast mode is
1
less
gram,
accurate.
2 grams. What's that?
Beast mode is less accurate.
No, it's not beast mode is less accurate. I'm saying if you go above 8 grams of what you're actually dispensing, this is made mostly for gramming. So 1 gram, 2 grams, baller jars.
And it's heated?
It's not heated at all. That's the special thing about it that makes it the first of its kind. There's no heat applied to your product. You put so much effort into preserving those terpenes during the processing that we just want to help you make sure you're not degrading that product.
How do you make sure that it can the viscosity can remain consistent throughout dosing?
Totally. So we load up our chamber here. The cylinder can hold up to 400 grams. We then spin it in a centrifuge to remove all of the air from that product. We're only doing that for a few minutes, so we're not seeing a separation in what you're actually dispensing.
There's not a centrifuge in there.
There's not in here. That's a separate component.
Do you have that here?
We don't. We don't have the centrifuge with us.
Talk about what other ancillary components you need with this.
That's it. Just the centrifuge. There's no air compressor. It's just a motor that's applying that pressure.
Is it so? It doesn't like it squeezes it.
It's not squeezing it. It's more extruding it. So it's pressing all of the material out of this hole that comes out of the bottom. So that motor is applying the pressure down, and then it's chopping it off.
Yeah, here, watch this. And it has like a little It has, oh, there was the other angle where it shows that
so
it's
this
like
is
a line
110
cutting it.
volts. Only draws about 6 amps of power. So
6 amps of
you
power.
plug this into any regular old outlet, and you're ready to start
But
grinding
it's
out.
consistency dependent. There is a process that happens before this dispenser
Totally.
that is absolutely crucial to the use of this.
We can do any kind of concentrate besides dry crumbles. So it can be live resin, it can be live rosin. We've done fresh press, cold cure, jams, just about every consistency you can think of, we've put through this machine.
What's the price point on this? Subject to change.
Yeah,
What's the
subject to
price point
change,
on
but
this?
it's going to be starting at $39,995.
I'm in an interview live right now.
We're going to start selling these in January.
Okay.
How much was that again?
It's $39,995, so right around $40K.
$39,995.
The next closest thing, you know, on the market, it still applies heat, but it's going to be around $70K. So we tried to make it affordable for those larger scale labs. Obviously, this isn't for your home user, but for the big guys, this is.
No, I mean, it's part of having efficient process flow.
Totally.
Right? Here, we press this. Okay, this is ready.
Exactly.
I mean, this, you know what this actually does is, and I don't want to say that eliminates an employee or anything like that, but if you are, and we all struggle with being kind of a two-person show or something like that when it comes to a solventless lab, this will make your process so much more efficient where you can put out more.
Especially now that we've added the auto seat, we see a lot of one-man operations on the solventless side of things. So, you know, for somebody to come in one day and wash, freeze dry it, come back the next day, press it, and gram it all, you truly can't have a one-man operation.
Because every lab you go into, the most employees they have are never in the back of the lab making all the hash. They're in the
It's the gramming It's gramming it. I've seen teams of 20 people gramming concentrate.
We still have every I go into, man.
Totally. It's crazy.
It's like one freaking room of here's all of our packages, and they're always like, hey, with the rap music.
Yep.
You know?
So what does V2 of this look like?
V2, you know, I don't want to give away too much, but I would say
consistency control.
There could be some kind of automated feeding, you know, where we're not actually placing products in there, but obviously that's like the natural evolution that we're looking towards. How do we automate more components of the process? So this is one of the new things we've got.
What do you got next?
We've also dropped a new mini Osprey. So this is for smaller scale processing. You know, the Osprey is like our flagship product. So we wanted to make a smaller version that was more affordable, that was going to cast a wider net. So for some of your prosumers or even labs that are just getting started,
it's got a little
wanted to do some testing.
operation here.
Exactly. This is the LT3 controller. So those of you that have our press and have purchased an LT3,
you used it on here.
Exactly. We used it for this as well. We try to make all of our software look really similar, so everything's easy to use.
Easy to operate.
All you're setting is your RPM, your cycle time, and hitting start. It's 30 gallons here, so
bottom agitation again.
Yep, bottom agitation again. That's always our preference.
This way.
Exactly.
You have the ability to recirculate water.
Exactly. Ability to recirculate. We're typically always reusing our water.
Not jacketed.
Not jacketed. Nope.
Emergency
we just needed a cheaper version. You
know, valve without sight glass, but you could put a sight on it. Filter this into the coffin or no?
Into the nest?
Yep.
Totally. You totally could, but you know, for this size, it doesn't really make sense at that price point. So we're working on a cheaper solution for this in terms of filtration.
What is the price point on this one?
This one's $59.95.
$59.95 for a washing station with an agitator with controls that still allows you to reuse your water, because I feel like jury's still out on rinsing and getting rid of that first water.
So you know, as long as you're keeping your room cold, you're keeping your water cold, and you don't have a ton of chlorophyll that's leached out, there's no reason to use fresh water for every single wash.
When does this, is this already available?
This is going to be for sale, same with the dispenser, probably around January, the first of the year.
Because I'm going to want to know how many people buy this and then still go into a sieve.
Yeah, totally. I would be curious to see that. Yeah. No, it's a good solution. I think the people that are looking for this product, though, they're looking for something at a smaller price point, so they have less of a budget, because, you know, you could get this for a commercial lab, but you're just tripling your labor by not going with the larger Osprey.
How heavy is this? Because I see it on a standard.
Yep, it's 100,
table.
right around 115 pounds.
115 pounds, about as much as an AI oven.
Yep.
All right.
Exactly.
Good. Yeah, hey, I know.
Yeah. Well, this does about 9,000 grams of fresh frozen per batch. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, in the most efficient manner, about 4 batches per day in an 8-hour workday.
36,000 grams a day.
Exactly. Fresh frozen.
36,000 grams a day of fresh frozen?
Yep. Yeah, this is Tiny
Talk to me about
Hasco.
this.
So this is a company that we've been working with developing this product.
Can I press this?
Yeah, you can totally press this. So you need to triple press it to get the
Okay.
motor to start running.
All right.
But basically,
you prime the motor?
basically this, yeah, exactly. This is just your test wash kit, or for people who are at home wanting to wash on a small batch.
I'm in love with this.
Yeah. So it agitates all your material. You take this lid off and you pour it through this filter stack here. You've got screens in here with stainless steel mesh. This is 160. This is 220.
Show me how you replace this.
Yeah, you pour all this through here. You put your 25 micron rosin bag at the end. You remove this
Rosin
bag.
Evolution bags?
These are our bags. We make rosin bags. Yep.
LowTemp makes their own press bags.
Exactly. And so
Okay.
then we take this bag off. We can
Again.
dry this.
Again, just like that controller, this is a repurposed thing that you use for one thing, and now you can use it for another thing, and we are here for multiple use of the same item.
Totally.
Okay?
How does the mixer work?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the
So
mixer
you
is
prime
just
it, you gotta prime
agitating.
it.
It's all
Repump.
bad. It's like rechargeable.
Oh, it just died. We've been running this thing all day, so there might be another one that we can pull out and show you.
Okay, but show me how you. Okay, so
yeah,
and then
basically-
you look in here, and there's a mesh strainer.
And it comes in this carrying kit, so you can take it anywhere with you.
So you
All
can
of
go
this
to
fits into
farms
here.
and go, I'm just going to do a test wash.
Exactly. It's
Take
even got a
my
little
money.
ice cube tray, so you
Take
can make
my
your own
money.
ice. And then basically what you would do after agitating,
Some tiny
you would take this
HashFight.
motor off, and you would put this in there, and then you would pour all of that water through these filter stacks. Once all the water drains through, I would then lift these
So
packs.
there's a mesh. There's the mesh. What
Yep.
is this?
That's where you collect.
220?
That's where you get rid of
180?
220
What is
and
this?
160.
All right.
Yep.
220, 160.
And then
Check.
it falls into your 25 micron rosin bag that you dry your hash in, and then you can either collect it out of there or press it
How
in
does
the
this
same
come
bag.
off? Does it screw?
This just screws off. Exactly.
Okay, it's so easy to use.
Yep.
This is what I always want people to know.
Super cool.
Rechargeable.
Exactly. Rechargeable USB-C. It can operate while it's plugged in too. So
It's
if you
an
just wanna run it-
overhead mixer.
Yep.
That's USB-C.
Is it going to be only for like a 1.5 liter jar? Or you get a smaller.
Yeah, it's going to be just for this jar. And, you know, we really wanted to go with bottom agitation like we did. The only reason that we did this with Tiny Hasco, this is the cheapest way to put out an agitator. You know, if we did it our
Oh,
way,
yeah, it would be.
the bottom agitation, then it would have been a lot more expensive. And we really wanted something that could reach the masses. So that's why we went down this route.
You would have to turn it
our
over.
standard. Yeah.
On the lid, you could build in the little agitator
It
on the
just-
lid, and put that thing on last, and then. But then, how do you do that? It would have to have a stand or something because it wouldn't go flush on the thing.
Exactly.
You guys probably
Yeah.
went through all that.
We totally did, and that's why we went down this route. You know,
That's why I appreciate them. So much give a shit.
So.
Anything else? What else? That's
Yeah,
new?
so we've got the
Or
auto
moving on
sieve
to-
now
all right.
over here. So we really wanted to go with something affordable. We've
Can I touch
seen,
the scoop?
Yeah,
I've been
touch
waiting
the scoop.
to touch the freaking scoop.
We wanted to put something affordable on the market.
Oh my
We
God,
saw
it's
that there were
silicone.
other sieves out there,
I thought
but
this
they
was
were
plastic.
$30,000 to $70,000. So we came out with something that was $49.95. So $5K that comes with all your screens, your vibrating motor here, your
Foot
scoop,
pedal.
your lid.
A foot pedal sieve.
Yep. Really cool. It dewaters it within seconds, so you're not doing any heavy lifting anymore. Really simplifies your entire process.
Hit it, Jane.
Dude, look at this. Oh, can I? Okay.
Yeah, we made this scooper, Jane, so it would fit the diameter of your.
It fits, and that's perfect.
Yep. Yeah, so the
Stop,
Osprey, this is
stop that.
our flagship. We've got thousands or hundreds of these things out on the market all over